welcome to Nora Searle Field at Nathaniel Framingham Stadium. I am Mika Gatt, joined alongside
Sebastian Assar.
And we're going to be doing a little bit of JV girls soccer. We got the Dover-Sherborn Raiders playing Westwood today. What do you think, Brett? What do you think, Sebastian? What are we looking for today in the game?
Well, JV game, so won't be as intense as usual varsity games are, but I think we're going to be in for a very good match today.
Absolutely, absolutely. Should be fun. Looks like Dover-Sherborn is going to be starting with the... Nope, they back away. No, never mind. It looks like Westwood is going to be starting with the ball. And on the referee's whistle, game will kick off. And the game's starting. So yesterday, most of the games were canceled due to the snow. I don't know if you guys can see the snow alongside the field. They did an excellent job clearing the field because it was quite the problem yesterday. That was Kai Abbott trying to trap the ball. No success there. Westwood's pressing up the sides. Coco Hawk pushing a little bit with the arm. Oh, they caught her. They caught her, yeah. Yeah, today's definitely going to be a chillier day. It's, I think, around 45 outside right now. It's supposed to be a high of 51. Hopefully no wind, because if there is wind, I will be freezing. Hope you dressed warm, Sebastian.
Yeah.
That's going to be a kick for Westwood. Should be good. Should be. This is our midpoint of the season, technically, because this is week 3, and there's a total of 5 weeks. So there's 2 weeks left for all fall sports, whether it's field hockey, soccer, or cross country. 2 weeks after this week. So it's good. Been good. Good playing so far. JV girls should be a fun game to watch. Maya passes it up, looking for Lily Stocks. Unlucky. Good shot right there by Kate Pilato, but that was a little bit too much and didn't get where it wanted to go.
Just a bit too high.
Absolutely.
And a bit too low of the goalposts. Nice kick there from Westwood.
Absolutely. Plays it up the sides. Really nicely done. There goes Westwood on the break. Can they get anything done? I don't know. There goes the referee hustling down the field, too. It's always good to watch people enjoying the sport they love. There's Westwood stealing the ball.
Westwood on the far side now. Trying to cross it in there.
Oh, nice save by the goalie. Great job. I think that Angelia Bartle playing goalie. Yep. She kicks it up to Coco Hawk, gives it to Kate Pilato, back to Coco. Off the back of Westwood. Off the, nope. Coco has it, looks, referee calls something, but my favorite blue tent is in the way, so I cannot see it. No, I've made a really good friend through all my commentating experience here. It's that blue tent.
Yeah, don't we all?
And when you're sitting down, you don't see it as well, but, you know. You know what today is, Sebastian?
November 1st.
Today's November 1st, Daylight Savings Day, so hope everybody at home got an extra hour of sleep tonight because it's always fun to enjoy that 1 extra hour of sleep that the Daylight Savings Time provides us. Good. I was confused to what time the game started. I don't know if it was 11 o'clock yesterday's time, 11 o'clock today's time. Well, I'm happy that I made the right decision because otherwise I would not be here right now.
Honestly, I woke up at 6:30 thinking it was 7:30. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it was yesterday, it would have been 7:30. So, and now I have to get ready for the worst one where you go backwards in time. Oh, that's Kai Abbott right there, playing up the ball, stolen by Westwood. Yeah, when the time goes backwards, it's even worse because you lose an hour of sleep, and that's just not fun.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what happens here. It's out of bounds.
And it'll be
Let's see who kicked it out, though. I think that was number 16, Mia Guarini, but I don't think so. I think that was actually Ann Nago. Yeah, that was Ann Nago. I thought it was 16. It was 14. Nice clear. Well, Sebastian, you know today's November 1st, but what day of the week is it today? That's a better question.
Sunday.
So what does that mean?
Football.
There you go. So any predictions for the football games today?
Well, we definitely have the AFC rival matchup. Patriots-Bills.
And how you feel about that?
Bills are going to come out top, I think.
Any score predictions?
I'm going to say, like, maybe 35-24 Bills.
Might be more like 35-10, but you know, it might go either way. You might see the Patriots putting up 20 points. My question is, who are they going to throw the ball to? Edelman's gone. They don't have N'Keal Harry. Cam Newton's just incredibly inconsistent.
I mean, Patriots did pick up Kevin Byard in the offseason, so he's definitely a target, along with Jacoby Myers and Gunnar Olszewski.
Oh, yeah, well, I don't know how much that's going to help him. Let's see Westwood. See, we're going from soccer to football to a little bit of everything. So, oh, nice box out by Kai Abbott. Nice trap there by Anigo. Tries to play it up. Lily stalks, looks. Unlucky. Trips up a little bit there. Gives to the side. A little bit too much in the middle. Yeah, hopefully the weather calms down a little bit. It was October 2 days ago, and October 30th, and it starts snowing. I'm like, man, oh man, I don't like it when I see snow in October. That doesn't make me too happy.
Yeah, I thought global warming was happening, so this would all stop, but
Well, we don't need to get political here, Sebastian. Yeah, but at the same time, I want the snow to come when the snow is welcome. I wouldn't say the snow is quite welcome here in October. I might have some winter affectionates tuning in, but me personally, I'm definitely a summer person. So I wasn't too happy when I saw the snow, I'll put it that way. I wasn't thrilled by that experience. Nice play up the field by Dover-Sherborn.
sub coming in for DS. Looks like Ava Schwartz getting ready to come in for DS, and Westwood also coming in with some subs.
Absolutely. Oh, good shot. Westwood. Westwood's definitely been keeping a lot of possession in the Dover-Sherborn half this quarter.
Definitely.
Subs coming in right now. I think that is number 24, Ava Schwartz, coming in for, that is Mia Greeny, I would assume so. Yep, that's Mia Greeny. Played up the sideline, over to Coco Hawk, looking, puts it in the middle to Maya. Gives it to Ava Schwartz, to the side. Oh, good job by Medfield. Not Medfield. Medfield was last week. This week is Westwood. This is the first game of a doubleheader for me, so I need to get my Westwood terminology correct.
Yeah. First week, Norwood. Next week, Medfield. This week, Westwood.
Absolutely.
I forgot who's next week.
I have no idea. That's Kai Abbott trying to play that. Let's see if Coco can trap the ball. Oh, nice job by Coco. Kicks it right out.
Probably Millis next week or the week after that.
Oh, yeah. Well, nice clear by Dover-Sherborn. Keeps that ball safe and out of the problem areas. Well, Sebastian, how about you tell the viewers about any fantasy football tips you got for the viewers at home?
Well, Meek and I were talking pre-game about his dilemma.
All right, well, that's true. You know what? I'm gonna trust the viewers at home to see if what they feel about the dilemma. I got Pat Mahomes as my number 1 QB playing the Jets, who are not good, and Aaron Rodgers playing Minnesota. So the thing about me is, it's so hard to bench Pat Mahomes, but at the same time, Aaron Rodgers put up, I think, 300 yards and 4 touchdowns against the Vikings week 1, and Pat Mahomes against the Broncos when they were leading by a lot last week, he just pretty much ran the ball and he finished with 1 touchdown and 12 total fantasy points. So to what extent do I trust Aaron Rodgers over Le'Veon Bell? Not over Le'Veon Bell, over Pat Mahomes. Analytically, I'd give it to Aaron Rodgers, and that's probably why I'm going to trust him, because Mahomes is a better player, but I don't know why why would they injure him against the Jets? Especially if Le'Veon Bell's there. He wants to go and he wants to beat the Jets on his feet. If I'm Andy Reid, I give the ball to Le'Veon Bell, and I can see how many total touchdowns he can have. What do you think, Sebastian?
Definitely. Bell definitely traded from New York 2 weeks prior to this game.
Absolutely.
So definitely coming back on Adam Gase for that one.
Yeah, well, that was out of bounds by Westwood. Dover-Sherborn's going to retain it. The viewers might not be too happy that we're doing too much football, but we're trying to mix it up. A little bit of football, a little bit of, because it's a Sunday fun day football. the SFF. Sunday Funday Football.
Looks like they'll need a new ball.
Well, that's what happens when people touch the ball. Gotta desanitize. It's the new rules. No no throw-ins, no touching the ball.
No mas.
Oh, there's a lot of things that the COVID guidelines provide us here in the booth. Well, the one thing that they definitely make it harder for the booth is to determine what is a fair and what is a non-fair called. Especially after my little shenanigans from last week's Varsity boys game. That one got a little bit hectic where there was a yellow card given that I disagreed with, but the referees weren't happy that I was disagreeing with them, so that was not the best experience. That's Westwood keeping the ball in. Off of Westwood, Dover-Sherborn's going to kick that in. Coco Hawk looking to kick that. Puts it in the middle.
Trying to get back.
Oh, let's see if they can beat him. Oh no! They kicked it right back at the goalie. That was not good. They need to get the ball out of there.
Definitely.
If I'm Coach Merton, I work up on clearing the ball out of the dangerous territory, making sure that it's seeing if it's a little bit better. Nice shot at goal. Angela Bartle grabs the ball.
About under 6:30 left. First quarter still 0-0.
Absolutely. Passes back. See what they can set up. Ooh, nice trap there by DS. Not much. Still 0-0, but
Ooh.
it's been a little bit of both. I think Dover-Sherborn had a couple breakaway opportunities, like this one, for example. Lily Stocks looking across.
Crosses.
Oh, it was so unlucky. That was a beautiful tip. It's a good cross, too. I easily could have had a handball. Both Westwood girls defenders put their hands up. I'm like, oh, this is it's not football. I mean, it's not, it's soccer, not handball. I don't know what they were trying to do with it, because they put their hands straight up. I don't know if you saw that, and I was getting a little confused to why is it they did that. But regardless, they set up a corner kick, and let's see what Dover-Sherborn can capitalize off of this. Passes it back to Maya. Cross, looking.
Low cross, trying to get it to Stocks. Stocks giving it back.
Unlucky.
There's Caroline Juliet trying stolen by Westwood. Trying to get the ball to Stocks, but played too long.
Subs coming in. Westwood subs number 23. Michael Jordan coming in for number 14. Or LeBron James, whoever you guys prefer as number 23. Yeah, a little bit of basketball references here too. Yeah, the wind's picking up a little bit. I'm not liking this. It's a little bit of a light wind, and then worst part is, I don't know if you guys are gonna be at home tuning in for the field hockey game. It's gonna be downpouring, so hoping for the best. Push off right there. It's gonna be Dover-Sherborn's ball.
Ref trying to limit amount of touching and close contact with the COVID guidelines.
Absolutely.
Ooh, a nice move there from number 31,
That's
Maya
I think
Wall.
Maya Wall. Nice sub. That's Kate Pilato coming in, and number 45, Maggie Delaney coming in, taking out Gillette. Caroline Gillette, and that's Ava Hatfield right there. Yep, that's Ava Hatfield, losing her mask. Yep, and the referee's called a mask violation as the player was leaving the field. It's funny, yeah, it's weird to see all these mask violations, but it's also I'm really happy with the MIAA for how they were able to like just have a soccer season to begin with, which is really impressive. People definitely had hopes against them, like starting school opening, and especially sports, because in school you can at least social distance yourselves, but sports is so much more difficult. So a round of applause for the MIAA for doing a wonderful job keeping sports that we all love so much afloat. And working. Coco Hawk. That's Kate Pilato right there trying to fight 2v1 for the ball. Gives it to Coco. Let's see what Coco can do. Can she cross? Nope, deflected.
Tried to cross it.
Yeah, a
And
little bit too long. That's going to be Dover-Sherborn ball. I did get my roster just a little bit wet because the stands that we're sitting in or standing in aren't necessarily too dry. So it is not necessarily, because I mean, I think it's just melted snow, really. So, yeah. Out of bounds. That's going to be Dover-Sherborn ball.
yet again.
Yeah, I can't imagine how it's going to be when it gets even colder. Hopefully not. Hopefully next week goes back up to the 60s.
Yeah, Wednesday it's supposed to, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Very good.
All the snow will be gone.
Very good.
Melted in the gutters. Misstep there. Slipped over the ball. Mia Ganari.
Garini, yeah. Ganari. Nice pronunciation, Sebastian. I like it. There's no N in that name. Oh, actually, there is. There is. The second last one. Yeah, her older brother, Noah Greeny, had some cross-country today. I think the boys won, so early in the morning. Nice and early for a couple of running activities. It's played short up to Coco Hawk. Looks the middle. Unlucky there. I'm looking for something. Kate Pilato, look at that, right out of a crowd, just jumps right through it. Nope, stolen. Kate Pilato playing aggressive. It's good to see. My wall to the side to Kate.
Ooh, nice pass back. That's a great.
Oh,
game.
and right back to Kate Pilato. Yeah, Kate Pilato has a great future here for the ladies soccer. I feel like next year she might be on varsity. Hopefully I don't jinx it, but I think she has a great chance to be on varsity. A lot of good sophomore leaders on this team right here.
Yeah. Only two 11th graders on this team this year.
Juniors. Kaya Boudin, I think it's who's the other one? Riley McLaughlin. Oh, Riley's injured, so. Riley. I think she's a goalie actually for both varsity and JV. So, quite interesting. Booted.
Stocks trying to get the ball. Under 10 seconds left in this first quarter.
Absolutely. It's going to be a push-off for the Lady Raiders.
And it'll end the half.
I love saying
Or
that.
quarter.
Oh, that's the end of the quarter. Wow, that's a fun quarter. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Me and Sebastian will be back in a couple of minutes to start quarter number 2. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Nora Searle Field. I am Mika Guy, joined alongside,
Sebastian Assar.
and it is time for quarter number 2. So far, quarter 1 ended 0-0. A little bit of back and forth. I think Westwood had mainly the possession in Dover-Sherborn's half of the field,
Definitely.
but they weren't able to capitalize. So at the end of the day, it does not matter, and it's 0-0. So I think Dover-Sherborn's going to start with this one. It's Lily Stocks kicking it off. See what happens. Let's see what happens. Yeah, Sebastian, I also wanted to ask. I had a couple games for football. I wanted to hear your predictions for them. Who's going to win?
Okay.
So, Baltimore versus Pittsburgh. What do you think?
I think Pittsburgh undefeated end is going to go. I think they're going to lose to Baltimore.
I agree. I think they actually should have lost last week against Tennessee if it wasn't for Mr. Goskowski there missing the game winner.
Yeah, no wonder why we traded him.
Well, I mean, who's the kicker now in New England? Yeah, I definitely think Goskowski was better than what the Patriots have now.
Nick Folk.
Yeah, Folk. is not that well. Actually, he's not that bad, but he's also not that great. Coco Hot taking it. Well, I don't need to ask about the Jets-Chiefs game because that's kind of self-evident. What about Broncos and Chargers? What do you think about that?
Ooh. I think Justin he's had a really good couple of weeks now. I think he's going to help the Chargers win this game.
I agree with you. I think that's a I think the Broncos and Chargers are two very even teams in terms of a lot of young talent. Just need to have the little edge. And I think Justin Herbert might win Rookie of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year, that is. Nice play. Oh, good trap by Dover-Sherborn. Unlucky. Westwood looking up the sideline, number 12, with the brace on the foot. Oh. Angelia tries to catch that, but was able to scoop it up. All right, here's another game, Sebastian. Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings.
I'm going to take the Packers. It's in Lambeau, and the Packers defeated the Vikings. First time they played in week 1, I think.
Yes, they did. All right, well, now let me ask you. These are the two, I think, the big games. Well, first off, Eagles versus the Ben DiNucci Cowboys.
Because Dak Prescott and Andy Dalton are out, I'm going to take the Eagles.
I don't think it's because of that. I think it's because that defense lets up 40 points a game. Oh, that's a foul. She just put her arm out. Like her elbow was extended, too. I think that was a foul, but referees didn't see it. I mean, I could have won either way. I just think that Ben DiNucci, he's a 7th-round picked quarterback. I really don't think he has much potential, sadly. Prove me wrong, but I don't think so. All right, how about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New York Giants on Monday Night Football?
I do think that Tampa Bay will win, but no, I think by a field goal.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like Daniel Jones will prove himself this game.
Oh, foul, okay. Not a card, though, right? Okay.
No card.
Yeah, no card. The referee started to sprint, so I wasn't sure. Oh, how about these two games I think are the games of the day. New Orleans at Chicago.
Oh, New Orleans every day, even though
no Michael Thomas, and they've been playing really close to really inconsistent teams. Like they barely beat the Panthers last week. They barely beat the Chargers the week before. They lost to the Packers. They're not doing too well right now, but they need this one to contend with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Bears, on the other hand, being really hot, and then they lost last week to the Rams, but that's also the Rams' defense. So what do you think?
I'm sticking to my pick. I think the Saints, Drew Brees, Alvin Kamara, though.
It's a foul right there. I think, well,
Kamara definitely one of the better receiving backs in the league.
Absolutely, yeah, and then paired with Latavius Murray, who's a really nice compliment. Helps him out. Oh, yeah, I can see that. But so I'm not going to pick the Bears because I don't want to. But this is a game that I probably will pick the team that you don't. The San Francisco 49ers are playing the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, I'm taking the Seahawks.
I'm taking the Niners. I was going to take the Niners regardless. I think Seattle, first off, can you agree that that game is going to go down to like the last second?
Definitely. I feel like it's going to be like a last drive.
Seattle, the one thing about when you become a Seattle Seahawks fan, you sign a waiver that says you might have a heart attack every time you turn on the Seahawks game. Every time last game, I don't know if you guys saw the game that they lost against Arizona. It went to overtime and Seattle easily could have won. Oh, no offsides on that. That's before we'll take a little football break. See what, oh, nice clear by DS, but it's going to be a corner kick. I think though San Francisco's been doing really, as of recently, they've really found their path. They found their rhythm. Running backs aren't, I mean the running backs aren't amazing, but they have Jerick McKinnon and Jamal Hasty this week. But they still have George Kittle, and Jimmy Garoppolo absolutely balled against the Patriots last week, and he did just as well against the Rams the week before. So I think that they could easily win the game, not going to lie.
Yeah, definitely took a hit in their running back core. Raheem Mostert going on IR along with Jeff Wilson Jr.
Absolutely. Well, another game that you could look forward to today is the. I was gonna say that game. That game's. Oh! Let's see it clear. Oh, that was a missed kick by Westwood. Unlucky there. Very unlucky.
What is it? Jets Dolphins.
Yeah, no. Oh, that's a good one. So Dolphins versus the Rams. First game of Tua Tagovailoa's career. He's starting this week. Ryan, I feel bad for Ryan Fitzpatrick. He shouldn't be getting benched. I really don't think so.
I do think Ryan Fitzpatrick has been playing pretty good game.
Absolutely.
Pretty good games this season.
Picked apart San Francisco's defense. I mean, it's the Jets, so I'm not going to give the Jets any credit, but but I don't know why they benched him. I saw some reports coming out that the Miami Dolphins are really happy that they have the Houston Texans first round pick this year, and the Houston Texans clearly aren't doing too well. And they have nice catch. So they are trying to test out Tua Tagovailoa to see maybe if they need to get a quarterback in the draft, but that would be too much of a Dolphins move right there to do that. I think they go work on O-line. Ava Schwartz falls down. Unlucky, nothing there, no
I
call.
mean, they do have a good wide receiver core. Devontae Parker, definitely a...
Sebastian says good wide receiver core, says Devontae Parker. That's quietly. Nice. A core is usually more than one player, Sebastian.
I mean, Devontae Parker is a very good wide receiver.
He's a good wide receiver. It's not a good wide receiver core. You got to know that terminology.
Very aggressive.
Yeah, he is, absolutely. Well, that should be a fun game. I think the Rams win, though. That's not really a fair game. That game has the Rams name written all over it. All right, how about another fun game that's this week? We have, I'm trying to think, what other teams? Who are the Detroit Lions playing this week?
I do not know.
First, while the subs do not come in, because they're looking to sub, I will actually pull up the... Okay, so how about the Las Vegas Raiders at the Cleveland Browns?
I think the Browns are going to win, even though OBJ went on the IR. Donovan Peoples-Jones definitely going to get some more playing time due to his catch last game for the win against the Bengals. And Baker definitely doing well, along with Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb.
Well, subs should be coming in shortly. I think it's a goal. Why aren't they subbing? It's a goal kick. Oh, offsides. Oh, yep. I did see the offsides, too. Yep. I saw both. I saw the goal kick and the offsides. So, yeah, it's going to be kick. Still 0-0 with 9 minutes left. Okay, well, here's a couple more games. 2 more. Cincinnati Bengals, Tennessee Titans.
Oh, Tennessee all the way. Titans got Invisible Man, Ryan Tannehill, good wide receiver core, A.J. Brown, what's his name?
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Henry's good. How he re-accelerates after he's like gets touched.
No, he's just a big guy. You're not gonna get him to the ground. Oh, they're up to sideline. Lily stalks. Let's see something.
Ooh.
Oh, gets past her defender. Looks to cross. Looks. Oh, nice deflection by Westwood. That's a great opportunity right there. Unlucky, but that was a great opportunity.
I do think though the Titans will win. They got Sharp, Humphreys.
And Johnny Smith. Don't forget about Johnny Smith.
Johnny Smith.
Subs coming in. Ava Hatfield coming in. I think that's Kai Abbott coming in. Yes, it is Kai Abbott coming in. Is it? Yep, that is Kai Abbott coming in. And number 25, Lillian Kaplan coming in for Ava Schwartz, Kate Pilato, and I think that is... No, that is not who I think it is. I was not sure. I thought it said 38, but that 38 just subbed in. So maybe it's Madeline Gibbs, 37. That's my guess. Okay, so final game for you, Sebastian. This one, Indianapolis Colts, Detroit Lions. In Detroit.
In Detroit?
Yes.
Who is playing again?
Colts, Lions. Nice save by the Whitfield goalie.
I think the Lions will win.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Because there's no really big names on the Colts this year.
Really? I strongly disagree with that. I'm not too many amazing pieces. Jonathan Taylor's definitely doing a great job.
Oh, Jonathan Taylor. Definitely a good Heisman contender last year.
Yeah, but definitely the big name is probably named Quinnen Williams, that offensive guard. The best lineman in football, I'd say. I think he's given Rivers like 3 sacks all year. That's just crazy if you think about it. That O-line is the best in football right now. And that defense is definitely underrated. I think that's the second best defense in football right now after Pittsburgh. Darius Leonard is absolutely doing a marvelous job there. And don't forget about Xavier Rhodes over there in the secondary.
Xavier Rhodes coming from
Minnesota.
Yeah.
But even the offense, T.Y. Hilton hasn't been really used a lot this year, and Phillip Rivers likes to throw a lot of interceptions. But outside of that, I don't know. I think Indianapolis, they're just a better team. Detroit Come on, Detroit. If Atlanta didn't score a touchdown last week, man, you can't imagine saying that. So if a team lost because they scored a touchdown, can you imagine? God, what does 2021 come to? A team losing after scoring a touchdown. Man, oh man.
I do think, well, Marvin Jones Jr., I think he's on IR this year, but I'm not sure. Matthew Stafford, definitely.
No, Marvin Jones is playing. He's healthy. So is Kenny Golladay. So is T.J. Hawkinson, and the two running backs of Darren Swift. I was going to say De'Aaron Fox.
DeAndre.
Yeah, I was going to say De'Aaron Fox. I'm like, nope, that's a different sport.
DeAndre Swift and what's his name? It's like Andre Abdullah or something.
Well, Adrian Peterson.
He's there.
Yeah, Adrian Peterson's there. That's subs coming in, number 37. That is Madeline Gibbs taking out number 25.
Lily Kaplan.
Lily Kaplan.
I also do think the Patriots will lose because Cam Newton haven't been really playing that well, but I think he'll have a breakthrough game.
So tell the viewers, top 3 games to tune into this week if you can. If you have NFL Red Zone, top 3 games.
I definitely...
In order, from 1 to 3. 1 being the most, 3 being the least.
I'm going to go from 3 first.
Okay.
I think I'm going to go Patriots-Bills, 3.
Okay.
That's going to be just a nice little rival matchup between two friendly teams, but...
Well, not friendly.
keep in mind,
no fans.
Belichick has worked some magic against Josh Allen. Josh Allen has gone 0 for 3 against Bill Belichick, so...
Really?
Yes.
Impressive.
Number 2, I'll have the Cowboys-Eagles, just...
You think we should be watching the Cowboys-Eagles game?
It's a rivalry game.
I don't care. I don't think it's going to be too much of a rivalry. I think it's going to be more of a blowout. You think that's going to be the most entertaining game today? All right, well, then I'm curious to hear number 1.
I'm going 49ers Seahawks.
Okay, well, I have a list similar, but wow. So you said rivalry game, but okay, so number 3, I have the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints. I think those are 2 really good teams from last year the Saints were good, the Bears were not. Those are 2 decently good teams even this year, but they both need wins really bad to stay up with the Packers and Buccaneers. So that's going to be a really fun game. Second place, you're talking about rivalries? Come on. The Eagles and the Cowboys are nothing compared to the Pittsburgh Steelers and Baltimore Ravens. That game is going to be a lights-out show. You have to agree with that.
Okay, if you were talking about
you have to agree with that.
Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, that's a whole different story there.
What do you mean? You think Pittsburgh-Cincinnati is a better rivalry than Pittsburgh-Baltimore?
Yes, I do.
You haven't seen enough Pittsburgh-Baltimore games, Sebastian. I don't know how many years you've been watching football for. I've been watching since I was a little boy. I've seen so many games. I don't know if you saw a couple years ago the Christmas game where Antonio Brown against Baltimore, the winner pretty much made the playoffs and the loser didn't. Just barely a game-winning touchdown, sneaks his arm into the end zone. Those 2 teams have actual hatred towards each other. So, no, I don't. No, definitely not Cincinnati. You can't tell me that one game with Vontez perfect on Antonio Brown.
Ryan Shazier.
Yeah, those are just injury games. That's not actual rivalry.
Then what's your number 1 game?
I'm going to say Seattle and Arizona. I love watching Seattle play because they give their fans seizures, and I just like I have Tyler Lockett on my fantasy team, so I just hope that DK gets doubled and then Tyler Lockett gets open.
DK Metcalf, definitely one of the better young receivers.
Absolutely. He's coming into his own. Definitely year 2 coming into his own. But, man, it's going to be fun.
If you saw his game last week, when Arizona had a pick, he literally chased down the guy.
Yeah, Buda Baker. It's impressive. He has incredible speed, especially for his size. But you knew coming out of the draft combine that that's what he possessed.
That's like your aggressive. That's pretty much Tyreek Hill, but more aggressive, right there.
Absolutely.
Tyreek Hill is speed, but DK Metcalf's just a step up.
Speed and strength. A little bit of both. Subs coming in. That is number 44, number 42. 4. I like. And no. If you don't know if you guys like my Spanish, that is Emma Williams.
Coming in for Kate Hammerness.
Numero 33. Yeah, Caitlin's brother, Elliot Hammerness, played on the varsity team last year. He's in college now, so.
Do you know where he went?
was going to say Colby. I think it's Colby.
Yeah.
No, I know he went somewhere in Maine, so I'm going to say Colby.
Where are you looking at?
Well, I don't know how people watching at home like college football, but there was a game last night that I was paying close attention to, Ohio State versus Penn State.
Whiteout game.
Yeah, I'm looking to become a possible Nittany Lion.
Ooh.
I don't know. Fingers crossed. Ball is crossed, too strong.
I'm looking to become a future Orange.
Oh, Syracuse, nice.
Yeah, good
nice.
Communication program there.
Absolutely.
Definitely want to continue there.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, Penn State definitely has good. I mean, I'd love to be the commentator for their sports games.
Oh.
That'd be fun.
Also, great rivalry there between Duke
What do you mean, Duke?
and basketball.
Duke and Penn State?
No. Syracuse and Duke.
I don't know if it's a rivalry. I think, all right, well, Sebastian, a good rivalry is Duke and UNC.
Oh, yeah.
like Syracuse. Oh, that's a clear foul. I like how Medfield not Medfield, Westwood just put their hands up in the air. They sold it so well. We're coming up on under 30 seconds left, just about. I don't know why they forgot to stop the clock, but it's just funny to see that she just put her hands up like, no, she fouled me. I'm like, well, yeah, should have jumped back a little bit. It would have been more fun. See, in this situation, I love watching people flop. It's just fun.
That was Madeline Gibbs and the guilty party there.
Absolutely.
Definitely going to go for court to court for that one.
Absolutely. Well, me and Sebastian will be back soon for half number 2 to definitely talk a little bit more about soccer and probably some more sports. Sebastian, ready for some basketball talk?
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Kai Abbott tries to go somewhere there, but time is ticking down. Not too much opportunity. And that is the end of the first half. Dover-Sherborn Lady Raiders 0. Westwood 0. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the first half of some sporty knowledge, and we will be back in the second half to continue the game. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Are you a veteran who is struggling with their housing due to COVID-19? Veterans, Inc. can help provide support services including assistance with rent, deposits, utilities, as well as emergency housing to eligible, struggling veterans. If you or someone you know is in need of services, please call 1-800-482-2565 or go online to www.veteransinc.org.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Norriso Field at Nathaniel Framingham Stadium. I am Mika Gatt, joined alongside
Sebastian Asar.
And we are about to kick off half number 2 for the Dover-Sherborn Lady Raiders versus the Medfield. Again with the Medfield. It's Westwood. It's Westwood. So for 0-0 in the first half, a little bit of back and forth. A couple shots on goal, but nothing too much. Wind picking up a little bit now, but
yeah.
Definitely not as bad as it's going to be when the field hockey games start. It's going to be pouring. It's going to be a downpour. Definitely wouldn't be a fan of being here in the stands for that. So I don't know if they're going to get canceled, though. It's possible. Maybe. But regardless, everyone's going to be setting up for the game. And if it gets canceled, it gets canceled.
Well, luckily, I don't have to close up shop.
Absolutely, Sebastian. You're the lucky one here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, that's out of bounds. So we did a lot of football talking in the first half. Well, first of all, a little bit of a plug here. If you guys enjoyed what you're listening to, all the viewers at home, if you enjoyed listening to this, you guys should tune into Unpopular Opinion on Dover-Sherborn Cable Television. It is an incredibly fun show hosted by moi, Mika Gatt. A lot of fun. We have a lot of fun guests on the show. We had a lot of students, and next week or the week after, not too sure, we should have Mr. Smith on the show. A couple celebrities. Can't say who, though. I don't want to spoil it. Hopefully making guest appearances. And we talk a lot of, it's pretty much just a giant debate show with a ton of energy. So definitely recommend checking it out. A lot of fun, and you guys are going to love it. It's going to be on YouTube and on the Dover-Sherborn Television public channels. All right, so Sebastian, what do you think about the game so far?
Definitely just been even matched. Westwood did own possession in that.
You said Medfield too. I got you. My brain went over to you.
Well, Westwood definitely had possession in that first quarter, but I think DS realized that mistake, and I think definitely had some more time with the ball in the second quarter than
Absolutely.
First.
Yeah, absolutely. So, a quick little segment here. What do you think about Celtics right now, going into the 2021 season?
I feel like they should trade Kemba.
What?
Yep.
What?
Yep.
I don't think. One sec, Sebastian, I'm going to have to come. I'm kidding. I think Gordon Hayward would be like a bold thing to say. Kemba? Well, who would you want to give up for Kemba? Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Ben Simmons.
Us here in Boston, we're about to disown you, Sebastian, for saying Ben Simmons. Nobody ever gives up anything for Ben Simmons.
I definitely think if we could trade Kemba with Hayward, we might be able to get Mitchell.
No.
Oh, great.
Oh, nice.
Great
nice
defensive
stop.
play there.
Nice stop there.
Could use Donovan Mitchell.
I guess, but does he really fit the system? Do we really need... I think what we need is a center. Why worry about a point guard? Give us like an Andre Drummond. Somebody... If you look at the Celtics playing in the playoffs last year in the bubble ball, as Brad likes to call it. Brad, one of the producers. That's from Unpopular Opinion. You guys should tune in, like I pitched earlier. Brad and his goose egg playing bubble ball, and that's a Sports Jeopardy episode. We actually also have an idea for a future fun Sports Jeopardy. Oh!
Goal.
Oh, no, that was a goal?
Yeah.
No, it went over.
Nope. No goal.
No, it was no goal. Yeah, it went over.
I thought it would.
Yeah. No, it bounced up and it went over the.
I just wasn't sure there.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't know why the team was clapping and running back. Oh, handball. Yep. Nice call. Wow, that was close. That was really close. Not gonna lie, that was really close. Okay, well, my question is, do you think that if the Celtics can get somebody like Andre Drummond, who's a free agent, do you think that's gonna help him a lot?
Definitely. I mean, Daniel Tice has been good during his role.
Inconsistent.
No, he's not.
What do you mean, no, he's not? He's too short of a center. You need a tall guy that's going to get rebounds. He doesn't get rebounds. So when we played Joel Embiid, we had Marcus Smart on Joel Embiid. What are you going to call that, Sebastian? You can't do that. You need Marcus Smart on, like, Ben Simmons, not on Joel Embiid.
Marcus Smart is a talented defender.
Yeah, but, like, size difference, like, strength and size.
I'm going to tell you this. The reason Brad Stevens put Marcus Smart on Embiid was because
he's the best defender on the team.
Yes, and he could, he likes to flop. Maybe.
Well, speaking of flopping, a lot of Dover-Sherborn players are not liking the call right now. Players on the field, coaches on the sidelines, not too happy. Not too happy.
When you have to draw the charge, you have to. I'm definitely one of those type of people.
Absolutely. Coco Hawk trying to track that down.
Love to draw charges.
Sebastian, the future athlete on. Sebastian, clearly the future of Dover-Sherborn athletics here. Couple years down the road. Down the right road. Yeah, absolutely. So, any other ideas about sports going on in the world right now, Sebastian? Anything you're tuning into?
Pretty much football, because it's the only thing on right now.
Did you watch any of the baseball playoffs as they ended?
No, not really.
Not really. Yeah.
Not until the Yankees lost.
Hey, yeah, that's the one thing. That's another little pitch from the show. When the Red Sox suck and the Yankees lose, everybody else in Boston is incredibly happy.
Oh no, did you? I root for the Yankees.
Oh, you're a Yankees fan?
Yeah.
Why?
Dad grew up in New York.
I'm gonna scoot you a little bit to the left. I'm gonna social distance myself from you now. Just a couple more than 6 feet apart. Not that I'm a huge baseball fanatic, but a Yankees fan is a Yankees fan is a Yankees fan. Yeah, we might have to do a 10-yard penalty for Sebastian. Eject him from the game. We might have to do a little quick talking with the referees. Refs, we gotta probably have a Yankees fan in the stadium. We're gonna have to red card him. Send him out of the game. Call the local authorities. Take no Yankees players or no Yankees fans allowed here. Nice pressing by DS. Unlucky here. Not much to go look at. I don't know. So have you really been watching a lot of Yankees ball?
Yeah.
Really?
Whole family. Since I was probably like 3 or 4, maybe.
No comment. My answer to that is no comment.
Yeah, but if I go down, might go down as Blaze Glory. I've lost a lot of friends in this business.
Just for being a Yankees fan, that's what happens when you're a Yankees fan.
Yeah.
There's nothing good of being a Yankees fan and living in Boston. Like,
Oh yeah, it's
it's
when you go to a Yankees game in New York and you tell people you're from Boston,
Oh, they ain't happy. Oh,
they will actually have sympathy for you.
That ball was scooped right. That ball went right into the goalie's hands and went right out. All right, that's number 38 checking in. Kai Abbott, the junior. A little bit of in and out. Coming out is not available quite yet. Now it is because I did not see Ava Hatfield running up the sidelines. All right, well then another question for you, Mr. Sebastian. Who do you think is going to win Coach of the Year?
NFL?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about the rugby Coach of the Year.
I'm looking right now. Mike Vrabel might have a shot at it.
That's a good pick. I'd say Mike Tomlin because, well,
Undefeated Steelers.
no. Here's the thing. I would say Mike Vrabel, but he made it to the championship game last year.
Yeah.
So you can't give him. He's obviously the most underrated coach in football, but you can't give him. Pete Carroll also could be another contender. He's doing it really well.
What about MVP contenders this year?
And that's Russell Wilson. There's no other. It's like Wilson, maybe Mahomes, and that's about it.
Mahomes is not going to get it this year.
Yeah, it's Wilson. We already know. It's pretty much preset. That's how in terms of like the voters, they pretty much already predetermined it.
But has Mahomes ever won the MVP?
Of course, it did 2 years ago.
No, 2 years ago.
Last year was Lamar, and then Mahomes 2 years ago.
He thinks. Okay, next question. Who do you think is going to be on Madden 22?
Ooh, I'm gonna say Russell Wilson. Russell, he's never been on a Madden cover, and
Really?
here's the thing.
He should.
I actually think it's gonna be either Russell Wilson or the Super Bowl champ.
The Super Bowl MVP?
Yeah, Super Bowl MVP. Who do you think actually, you know what, even tougher one, who is gonna make the Super Bowl?
Well, Patriots, they're not going to make it past the wild card. I think they're going to lose. They're probably going to come in, because the NFL added the 7th team in
Absolutely,
the playoffs.
They might be that 7th team.
They're definitely going to be in the 6 and 7. I think they're going to lose in the wild card weekend.
Yeah, well, just like last year.
I do think Seattle will get a second ring.
Seattle Seahawks. Here's the thing about Seattle. If you watch closely how they play, I wouldn't first say that they've played really talented teams quite yet. You really can't say that. The best team they've played was the Arizona Cardinals, I'd say. Maybe the Patriots.
Well, I mean, that was when Cam Newton had the explosive game, so.
Okay, and they barely won the game because of a
Cam
1
Newton,
yard.
Because Cam Newton only
So
runs to the ball.
if you watch Seattle, they play way too close games, and that's not going to win them a Super Bowl. You need the best team in football, and I think that the Super Bowl matchup, I think it's going to be Baltimore Ravens. I do think, actually, yeah, I don't think it's going to be Kansas City. I think it's going to be Baltimore out of the AFC.
I'm going to say we're going to have I feel like Kansas City's going to lose to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
In the divisional.
But here's the thing. There's the one team that I do trust right now. Here's the thing for me is the trade deadline. I want to see who can put pieces together because if this one team gets Will Fuller or A.J. Green and give Will Fuller and A.J. Green, give them Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams on the other side, I don't know who's going to beat that team in the playoffs. In the frozen tundra, I don't know who's going to be able to come in there and beat there. Maybe Tampa Bay, but if Rodgers doesn't throw interceptions, which he shouldn't have in the first game, I don't know what team's going to beat them. I really don't. But so my prediction is Baltimore versus Green Bay in the Super Bowl. And no, I'm not going to pick a Super Bowl champ, but
I think the top 4 seeds for the AFC, one's definitely going to be, I think Kansas City's going to win 1. Baltimore's going to get 2. Pittsburgh's 3, Tennessee's 4.
No, Sebastian, you can't have Pittsburgh as 3 if Baltimore is the 1.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Division winners are 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
we're gonna get the Bills. in there.
As a 3? No. How about the Tennessee Titans? They're going to fall off a cliff or something? Is that not a team anymore?
The Bills are going to be the 4.
Yeah. Then what about the 5?
5 is probably going to be the Steelers.
So you think Baltimore wins? So yeah, then Steelers get the 5.
6 will be the I think 6. I think the Browns sneak in this year.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think the 6 is going to be the Indianapolis Colts, and I think the 7 is going to be the Cleveland Browns.
Ooh, you don't think the Patriots are going to get it?
Patriots just lost to the Broncos, and they lost to the Niners. They still have to play Baltimore, Buffalo twice. The Patriots don't have the chances. Here's the thing, Sebastian. They lost back-to-back home games, and you just can't lose those games, really. Now they have to go on the road in a much more hostile environment to play teams that are much, much better than the Broncos. Maybe not better than the Niners, but how are they going to compete with a team like the Rams? How are they going to compete with the Rams? And that's actually going to be a double week where they play the Rams and then the Chargers, both in Los Angeles.
I mean,
don't sleep on the Chargers. The Chargers are very underrated. You know that if the Chargers, you've seen how they've been playing, they can easily put up with the Patriots, easily. Especially if the Patriots continue like they played last week, they can destroy them.
I do feel like Bill Belichick is not gonna go down without a fight. I feel like he wants to get like he wants to prove himself that he's just because Tom Brady isn't here that he could get it. So I think the Patriots should get a pick in like the 10 to 15 range for the next draft, but I think Belichick's gonna push them back because he loves to trade picks.
I think he's gonna. Don't be surprised if Patriots trade someone for the trade deadline.
Yeah, I think Gilmore's gone.
Yeah, well, there's Angela Bartle trying to play it up the sidelines. Right.
Gilmore is selling his house.
Yeah, well, so is every single human being in Cincinnati that wants to be out of there. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun to watch what happens for the rest of the season. It should be fun, but I don't know. I think the Patriots, it's going to be close, but they're fighting for that 7th seed between them, the Browns, which I think are actually much worse than this, especially without Odell. I don't know.
The Browns, the Chargers.
Not the Raiders over the Chargers. I think it's close, but I do take Las Vegas over the Chargers. They're just a better team.
Carr.
Yes. Oh, have you seen how he's been playing recently?
No.
I have. He's been playing absolutely a bad game against the Patriots. Absolutely. I mean, you're not going to expect to do well against
Bill Belichick.
Yeah. I mean, come on. But he beat the Chiefs in Kansas City.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
That's John Gruden.
Okay. Why can't he make the playoffs then? He can beat them in Kansas City. They can beat anybody in the AFC West, I guess. I don't think they'll sweep the Chiefs because that would be humiliating. But it's the first time I think the Raiders won in Kansas City. I think they said in 8 years. Yeah.
That's definitely, and they're both in the same division, so they do play each other 2 times a year.
Yeah. They have the next game's in Las Vegas. In that what's it called? The Death Star. They call it from Star Wars. Star Wars.
I have no clue what it is.
It's the nice brand new $2 billion Roomba in the middle of the Las Vegas desert.
No, the best stadium is SoFi Stadium.
That's beautiful. Wow.
I want to go there badly.
I think the best stadium is an old stadium, but maybe then Jerry World is, I think, the best stadium. That stadium's massive.
The next Patriots game I go to is when it's inside.
How many stadiums have you been to, Sebastian?
Only Gillette.
Just Gillette. I've been to 3. Should have went to Lincoln Financial, but forgot about that.
I've been to
Ooh, good opportunity there. Unlucky.
I've been to a couple of baseball fields.
No, well, baseball, but football's more fun in terms of field.
No.
Best one I've been to is MetLife. MetLife is not in terms of food-wise. MetLife is awesome.
My dad went there for the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
I was mad
that you didn't get to go.
Oh yeah, but I was like, that was
young.
that was like.
You were young. Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. You were really.
No, it was 48.
Yeah, 48, and it's already 54. So.
Yeah.
Do some subtraction, Sebastian. You were quite young.
I was 6.
Yeah, exactly. Subs come in for Westwood right in here. See, we're still following soccer, just to our own moderation. Yeah. Just a 0-0 game, so we got to fill in a little bit. If it was a little bit, hopefully gets a little bit more competitive in the 4th quarter, but. I don't know. I think the MetLife best stadium I've ever been to was Lambeau, but they have bleachers, so I don't know what to think about that. But
you've been to Lambeau?
I have been to Lambeau Field, yeah, because I'm a Packers fan. Didn't you know this?
Oh.
You didn't know I was a Packers fan?
No.
Yeah, you didn't know I was a Packers fan.
And you didn't know I was a Yankees fan.
Fair enough. Yeah. So I've been to Lambeau, Gillette, and I've been to MetLife. Should have went to Lincoln Financial. Yeah. Unlucky there.
I've been in that area because what's it? Citizens Bank Park.
Oh, the Phillies?
Yeah, the Phillies. They have like a kind of complex there between.
Yep. It's this Philadelphia sports complex.
Yeah.
Where the 76ers, the Flyers, the Phillies, and the Eagles play.
And the Philadelphia Union.
Oh, yeah, well.
No one cares about the MLS.
MLS is the MLS.
I'll talk about Premier League, though.
You know a lot about Premier League?
No, not really.
Exactly. I only know the basics about it.
All I know this year is that Man United's awful.
Are you a Man United fan?
Not really. My cousins live in England, though.
Manchester. Manchester United fan. Are you a Manchester United fan? That is the end of the third quarter. Dover-Sherborn with 0 points and a goose egg, and Westwood with 0 points going into the end of the third quarter. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We will be back in a couple of minutes to finish out the Dover-Sherborn Lady JV Raiders.
We know that we're asking Americans to do a lot right now. So we're asking everyone to be selfless for others so that we can protect those who are most susceptible to this virus.
A question I often get asked is why should young people care about the spread of coronavirus? Well, we know that people with underlying medical conditions over the age of 60 are at highest risk, but they've got to get it from somebody.
Social distancing is really physical separation of people.
It's what we refer to when we ask people to stay at least 6 feet apart.
Not going to bars, not going to restaurants, not going to theaters where there are a lot of people. It all just means physical separation so that you have a space between you and others who might actually be infected or infect you.
We all have a role to play in preventing person-to-person spread of this disease, which can be deadly for vulnerable groups. For more information on how you can social distance, please go to coronavirus.gov.
Hello everybody, top of the morning. My name is Mika Gatt, joined as always by
Sebastian Hassar.
And today we're at North Surf Hill, about to start quarter number 4 of a little beautiful game of football out here on the pitch. Dover-Sherborn Lady Raiders, JV Lady Raiders, doing really good. 0 points. So I don't know if it's good, but 17 minutes left in the game. Quarter numero cuatro. That's number 4 for all my Spanish speakers out there, Spanish scholars. Ball is being played by Westwood. Kicks out of bounds. Going to be Dover-Sherborn ball. Dover-Sherborn stolen by Westwood. Plays it up.
Oh, dangerous. Dangerous.
Very dangerous. Clearing opportunity. There was a clearing opportunity, just they didn't. Oh, no call?
Oh, call.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like sometimes when the people just put their hands up, the referee is like, "Oh, she's innocent." She punched somebody in the face, put their hands up, like, "I didn't do it. I didn't do it." The referee will be like, "Huh? Well, you did get punched in the face, but the hands are up, so I don't know. It can go either way."
No, like in football, when a ref sees someone on the ground, he's like, "Oh, something happened."
Exactly.
Just throws a flag.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh. A stumble there, but DS retains possession.
Absolutely. See what Cape Pilato can do. Oh, nice cross to unlucky. Cape Pilato runs into a brick wall there too. They were waiting for. All right, well, Sebastian, let's get back onto our little sports segment here. All right, so let's talk a little bit more. Who do you think is going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year? Now, this one's tough.
Really?
Who do you think it is?
Oh, I don't know. It's
Yeah,
not like
you go.
the best overall pick in the draft.
You think it's Chase Young?
Yeah.
He's been injured for too much. I wouldn't say it was Chase Young. I think he's been injured for too much. I think it's actually Antoine Winfield Jr. in Tampa Bay. I don't know if you've seen a lot of him playing. He's been doing really well as a safety over there. That's stealing a line from Kyle Pucci over on Unpopular Opinion for you guys at home to check out. If we got any new viewers, I'll plug in the segment again. Check out Unpopular Opinion on Dover-Sherborn Cable Television. Yeah, but I think it could be Chase Young, but he's been injured too much, and he's playing on a really bad team, so I don't know. I don't know.
Like what team?
Well, this is the Washington football team. I'm not going to say Redskins. They're the Washington football team now.
Washington football team. Oh, another good question. What do you think they're going to rename themselves to?
I think a really good name for them would be the Washington Red Tails.
I think they'd be the Washington Generals.
No, the reason Red Tails is then they can have they need something that starts with the letter R so they can go HTTR. Hail to the Red Tails. Actually, Red Tails were actually one of the finalized teams to be in. Oh, nice stop by Emma Williams right there. But oh no.
Dangerous.
Yeah, this is a dangerous opportunity. We'll come back to the Washington news in a little bit, but oh no. Oh, nice clear right there. puts it right back up. Definitely a little bit of back and forth so far in the game. Oh, loses control of the ball. It's Dover-Sherborn the ball. Nice. Awesome, awesome. All right, well, then back to, so what do you think, Sebastian? What do you think it's going to be?
Personally, I think they should be called the Washington Generals. Like, I mean, hockey team, Capitals, like, they're not going to take that. Nationals.
The Wizards. I mean, at the same time, do you actually know, I don't know if you ever heard of a team called the Washington Bullets. Have you heard of that team before?
Yes, I have.
So do you know why they were renamed from the Bullets to the Wizards?
I don't know.
You don't know. So back in the 90s, I learned this a couple of days ago. So this is for a viewer's historical fact. Back in the 90s, there was a huge spike of gun violence in D.C., and they thought the word bullets was emphasizing, nice catch by the goalie, was emphasizing gun violence. So they're like, you know what, we can't be called the Bullets. You can't call the team the Bullets anymore because, like, right now they have all these tribe names that are, like racially, they're racist in terms of to the indigenous tribes. Yeah. So they did the same thing for Bullets, so they just changed it to the Wizards. Mm-hmm. So yeah, actually, you know what the original name of the Washington Wizards and Washington Bullets are? You'll never guess. They were originally called the Chicago Packers. Yeah, they were created in Chicago, called the Chicago Packers. It's crazy. And then literally they said, we cannot have a team in Chicago called the Packers. Get out of Chicago. And they left. They went to Baltimore, became the Baltimore Bullets, then transferred to Washington, and then became the Wizards. That is your little segment of sports history provided by Mika Gat.
Yeah. I mean, look at some crazy mascots. Like,
I mean, well,
you see, like, what the heck is a white sock or a red sock?
I mean, they have Wally the Green Monster.
Yeah, I guess. But what's the White Sox logo?
I don't follow baseball too closely. I only follow the good teams. All I know is that if I hit a trash can, then I'm an Astros fan. I know that if I spend about way too much money that I don't have, I become a Dodgers fan. Especially if I sign somebody that is beloved in the city of Boston. I miss you, Mookie Betts. So does the city of Boston.
Well, I mean, I think he's happier here. He got a ring.
Yeah, but he was not the star of the team like he would be in Boston. Well, maybe he is, but that doesn't matter. We miss you here in Boston, Mookie. Also, Mookie, if you're listening, please come to the Unpopular Opinion show. Invitation to Mookie. Nice clear right there. Let's see if
Wait, what's his actual real name?
That's a good question. I do not know. I think it's Mukasin. No, that'd be awesome. Mukasin Betts. The star player. The star player, Mukasin Betts.
Washington football team.
Yeah, that's fun. So it's crazy to think that it's already middle of the NFL season right now.
And they haven't come up with a name yet?
No. I'm just talking just the fact that it is the middle of the season. Oh, player slips up.
Slowly stocks just took a tumble there.
Well, I mean, think about it. The turf is just coming off of a awful pitching of snow yesterday. So nice job clearing the field. Like I said earlier, it's a beautiful field right now. It looks like it didn't even snow unless you look at the sidelines.
Yeah.
Unless you look like at the clear sidelines that moved there, but that doesn't. But that's not the point. The point is they did a wonderful job clearing the sidelines. Nice clear right there. Dover-Sherborn's kick. So Sebastian, what do you think? Who do you think is going to get the first overall pick?
Jets.
So you think that the Jets? Do they play the Jaguars? They still haven't. I think they do play the Jags. Who's going to win, Jets or Jags?
Jags. Minshew's actually not that bad.
I mean, except for the fact that he got benched and that he's looking to be replaced. But otherwise, he's not that bad.
Yeah.
But otherwise, he's not that bad. Let's see if Dover-Sherborn can do anything with just about 10 minutes left in the game. Boots it up. Unlucky, nothing there. I think that the best team with the brightest future right now is Miami. If you're a Miami Dolphins fan,
Jerome Baker, just all those young names.
You should be really excited to be a Dolphins fan, honestly. Myles Gaskin is really coming into his own. Devontae Parker over there. Tua hopefully can become something really good.
Definitely. You know, I'm actually learning a lot of the Dolphins teams because my Madden, I'm on the Dolphins for franchise, so.
Nice.
Just learning a bunch of those those young names. Who's a really good corner
For Washington? For Miami?
Yeah.
Well, they have Xavier Howard, and they also signed
Howard.
And they also signed Byron Jones from Dallas during the offseason. They had a lot of money to spend, and they did a really good job doing it. So that's a really good team going forward. Definitely, it's going to be Bills versus Dolphins for a couple of years, looking for that division crown.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the report of one of the reporters said that Belichick should be retired. What do you think?
Okay, this is what I think the Patriots should do. I feel like because Belichick's on his last couple of years, they should trade him.
To where?
New York.
We'll give you Belichick for Pete
First
Carroll.
round pick.
For a first round pick.
Yeah. And probably Newton, maybe.
I mean Newton. And give him Cam Newton too?
Yeah.
Well, what team is going to take a quarterback? What team is going to want a quarterback like Cam Newton? I think this Team Newton's best chance.
Yeah. Newton definitely needs a great game today to prove himself. First 2 weeks he did very well. Last couple, not so great.
Well, hopefully. Hopefully it should be a fun game today and fun.
Only thing I like about Newton is his hair.
I actually
That's
hate
some
his hair.
nice hair.
No, it's not. He just Kai Havertz's coming in, but he is definitely doing not as well. That I thought he was going to be doing much better.
Patriots don't really need. What do you think the Patriots are looking for in this draft this year?
How about everything? I'd say start off with a wide receiver, though.
Yeah.
They need a wide receiver, and they need one bad.
Edelman.
Oh.
Edelman's
Can you
getting
imagine
old.
if they got Jamar Chase from LSU? Oh, my God.
Or even Javon Waddle or Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, out of Alabama.
Even though he had a heartbreaking ACL injury or foot.
Well, so Marquise Brown, but look at him now. He was drafted by Baltimore, and he's doing excellent. Excelente. Oh, ball's played back.
Yeah. I mean, look at the Broncos picking up Jerry Jeudy. Look how he's turned out to be. Justin Jefferson.
Man, oh man, the Packers should have drafted one of those guys. I was so mad on drafting that. Actually, the funniest part is not even this year. Last year.
A.J. Dillon's still a good pick, though.
That was the second round. What the hell does Jordan Love do that for that team? Unless he becomes the future of the Green Bay Packers, I'm not going to be happy. I mean, he could. He could be a Aaron Rodgers type of protege.
Jordan Love?
Yeah, Jordan Love.
Wasn't he the quarterback of Wisconsin?
No, he was in Utah. Oh, let's see if they can capitalize.
No.
Unlucky. Too long. Oh, referees could have. That would have been a penalty if they called that. It's good no call though. But I think that the Packers, if last year they had first round pick where they picked Jair Alexander, wonderful pick right there.
Jair Alexander, such a talented kid.
I have his jersey. I actually was a huge fan of his from when he was picked. But then they traded back into the first round for the 21st overall pick, and I'm like, oh my God, the Packers are going to make my dream come true and pick Marquise Brown because he was picked 25th overall by the Baltimore Ravens. He's actually doing really well. And they picked Darnell Savage. So I have, after, of course, signing after signing Adrian Amos in free agency, who's their #1 safety right now, they picked up Darnell Savage, who's really not doing amazing right now. Definitely not as well as I hoped he would be doing, which sucks, really. I was so upset they didn't pick a wide receiver. It's a heartbreaker.
I mean, they already have a pretty good one at Devontae Adams.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think like 2 weeks ago, their wide receiver group was Martez Valdes-Scantling, Equanimous St. Brown, and Darius Shepard. Do you know any of those people?
Yes, I do. I actually know Vantalis Scalding and...
Martez Valdes-Scantling?
Yeah, and then
Equanimous St. Brown?
Yeah.
Okay, well, just because you know them doesn't mean that they make good production. Might be on the team, but that doesn't mean they make good production.
They should have played Anthony Lazard.
He got injured, and it's also Alan Lazard.
Okay.
He had a core muscle surgery.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, but he is back practicing this week, so really happy for him.
Packers have some pretty good secondary wide receivers.
Yeah, the only wide I got an autograph from actually one of the old Packers wide receivers. You probably don't know who Antonio Freeman is, but
oh no, I do.
You do know who Antonio Freeman is.
I've heard his name before.
Yeah, he was Brett Favre's #1 target. He won the Super Bowl with them back in '98 against
the Patriots.
New England Patriots. Whoa! What was that? She gave that ball. Oh, what a stop!
winding up.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
another great save
All right,
there.
so let me just translate what just happened. So Dover-Sherborn just gave the ball pretty much right back to Westwood, who tried to shoot it, but it was a beautiful block by the defense. So not much out of that, but just a great play. Great heads-up play, really.
Just a reminder that there's a varsity soccer game. We'd love for you to tune that. Maybe just put this on your computer and.
Oh, I will be there. Oh no! Oh no! You hate to see that. That goes right over. That goalie taps it in. You hate to see that.
Yeah, you
Especially
do.
at the end of the game. Man, that's not good for.
DS bench is just silent.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't they be?
Silent.
That was a tough goal. Man, that was a tough goal. I honestly think that should have not went in. That's unlucky for the goalie. It wasn't like that hard of a kicked ball. She just actually, it was too high over her head and goes a bit tall. So unlucky.
These are still not full-size goals yet.
What do you mean?
The goals aren't full-sized, I don't think.
Yeah, well, I will be at that varsity game, joined alongside Scott. Sebastian will sadly not be there.
Yeah, but make sure to just have it open on your laptop. Keep the Patriots on the big screen.
Well, you know you want to watch me do another soccer game. I'm giving up some football to watch this game. So if I'm doing it, then I hope you viewers at home do it as well.
Show some sympathy to Mika here.
Exactly. It's not hard to give up football, the sport I love so much. All right, well, it is now going to be in. Well, we're under 2 minutes, under 5 minutes to play. They stopped the clock, so it could end really any time. But Dover-Sherborn needs something. Yep, goalie scoops it up, lays out for it.
Looks like Westwood should try to just pound the clock.
Wow, that's the goal.
They just try to boot it far.
Yeah, hopefully weather gets a little better.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sick and tired of sitting in the cold. Sick and tired of sitting in the cold. 47 degrees. Unbelievable. Yep, it's going to be raining starting at 4:30, so that is not fun. Sorry for the varsity JV game, for the pouring rain that will be commencing on the field. So, I don't know how many games everyone at home is going to be tuning into tonight, but a couple more fun games left to go. We got one varsity soccer game and 2 Lady Raider field hockey games.
One varsity, the other JV.
Well, of course, they're not going to do 2 varsity in one game. That's quite the schedule that would be. I have back-to-back varsity games. That would be tough. That'd be like a baseball type of style. Like, I don't know how baseball players do that. Like, you know how sometimes they do the back-to-back?
No doubleheader.
The doubleheader. That's tough.
They have like 4 hours, 3 hours in between.
But still, that's like, imagine if you're pitching. Oh, I think that was a missed handball right there by the refs, but the hand was by the...
Westwood.
No, the hand was by Dover-Sherborn. It was by their side. Oh, you hate to see that. Yeah, I think the reason they called it, let me just break it down and say, I don't know, for the people at home, I am a referee, but for the people that reason why, that
facial contact?
She just stopped. She was running and she just stopped. The Westwood player just stopped moving and didn't let Dover-Sherborn go anywhere, so you can't do that. That's blocking a path of possession for Dover-Sherborn. It's out of bounds. It's going to be Westwood ball.
Nearing the end of the game, but we do not know when.
Absolutely. Definitely chilly outside. Cold and rigid. Yeah, it's fun. Should be a fun day for some soccer playing. Oh, I thought that was going to be game over right there, but not quite yet. It's out of bounds. It's going to be Dover-Sherborn ball. Dover-Sherborn.
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 At this point, me and Sebastian are just like, man, can they score a goal or can this?
We've just gone crazy at this point.
I don't know. I think it should be 0-0. That should not have been a goal. I hate to be the one that says it, but it should be 0-0. Honest opinion, it should be 0-0. I'm gonna be the one that says it, but it should be 0-0.
And here's a chance to seal the win.
Oh, good save by the goalie right there. Nice job. Scoops it right up. Played low. Ball hits her right in the arms.
Referee looks like he's signaling that it's time. Probably just waiting to get the ball in the neutral zone.
Absolutely. Ava Schwartz. Maybe one last try for Dover-Sherborn.
Oh.
Boots it up. Kicks it up. Oh! Nothing. Yeah. Going the other way. Yeah, I don't know why Lily Stock, she just put her hands up after that flop. She was upset, and the referee was, like, not too happy after that. Yeah, they should be calling it quite soon. This game is over. This game is over. It's been over for a while, and it's going to be more over. And that's
there you go.
All right, well, the final score here, sadly, Dover-Sherborn falls 1-0 to the Westwood girls. It's a good game. It was fun, but not the result that we wanted to. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Mika Gatt, joined by
Sebastian Assar.
And it was a lot of fun to watch you guys here, and we'll see you guys back here. I'll be back for the varsity game.